Good day, everyone. This presentation that I will tackle is about the government law policies pertaining to science and technology. Next, you can identify the government law policies and laws pertaining to science and technology. Government policy and laws pertaining to science and technology. These are to improve the strand science and technology, kabilang ang isang research development. It is necessary that government or enacted law that several laws have been enacted by Congress since 1958 to present. So they are the following Act. Republic Act 2067, also called as Science Act of 1958, an act to integrate, coordinate, and intensify scientific and technological research and development into forest invention to provide funds, therefore, and for other purpose. Next, we have Republic Act 3589, an act that amending Republic Act 2067 that modify the National Science Development Board, National Institutions of Science and Technology, and the grant request and donation for scientific purposes to private educations, institutions, and for the other purposes enacted on June 22, 1963. We have Republic Act 5207, an act providing for license and regulations at atomic energy facilities and materials na nag-establish and rules of liability for nuclear damages and for other purpose. So those are the act was approved on June 15, 1968 to encourage, promote, and assist the development and use of atomic energy commission for peaceful purposes as a means to improve ang health and prosperity of the inhabitant of the Philippines and to contribute and accelerate scientific, technological, agricultural, commercial, and industrial progress. So we have Degree number 49, Section 1972, established the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Service, called PAG-ASA. Its function was to provide environment protection and to utilize scientific knowledge to ensure the safety of the people. Next, the Presidential Decree number 334, Section 1973, creating Philippine National Oil Company. It promotes industrial and economic development to effective and efficient use of energy resources. Next, we have Republic Act 8749. The Philippine Air Act of 1999 was enacted by Congress on June 23, 1999 to protect and preserve the environment and ensure the sustainable development of its natural resources. Next, we have Republic Act 8792, an act providing for the regulations and use of electronic commercial and non-commercial transaction and document penalties for unlawful use therein for other purpose. Passed in June 15, 2000. So those act was approved in June 15, 1963 to encourage and promote and assist the development and use of atomic energy for peaceful purposes as a means to improve the health and prosperity of habitant of the Philippines and to contribute and accelerate scientific technology, agricultural, commercial, and industrial progress. Next, we have Republic Act 9367 by Biofuel Act of 2006. Isa itong act to direct the use of biofuel that established for this purpose the biofuel program, appropriating funds therefore and for all other purpose. This act aimed to facilitate, demonstrate in international dealing transaction, assessment, agreements, contracts, and exchanging and storage on information through the utilization of electronic, opticals, and similar medium mode, instrumentally and technology to recognize the wide and reliability of electronic document related to such activity and to promote universal use of electronic transactions in the government and the general public. Next, we have Republic Act 1951-3. The Renewable Act of 2008 was passed by the Congress, accelerating the development of the country's renewable energy resources by providing fiscal and non-fiscal incentive to private investors in equipment, manufacturers, fabricatory, and supplier. Next, we have Republic Act 1017-5, Philippine Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, passed September 12, 2012. An act defined providing for the prevention, investigations, suppressions, and the imposition of penalties, therefore, and for other purpose. Next, we have Republic Act 1061-2, an act expanding the coverage of the Science and Technology Scholarship Program and strengthening the teaching of science and mathematics in secondary school and for other purpose. This act should be known as the those act should be known as the Fast Track Science and Technology Scholarship Act of 2018. It shall strengthen the country science and technology educational by fast-tracking graduates in science, mathematics, and engineering who shall teach in secondary school. Throughout the country, towards the end, scholarships shall be provided to finance the education of talented and deserved students in the third year of college and pursuing a degree or training in the area of schools and technology, and to prove incentive for them to pursue a career in teaching in high school in their home region. We have the last Republic Act 1084. Isa itong batas na nag-act ng isang critiquing the Department of Information and Communication Technology, DICT. And isa itong that signed into law on May 2023, 2016. In coordinate with the law, the Department